Yes, sir.
How do you feel about the environmental education, like in America and the world as a whole? Like, do you think it's well sponsored by people like you and other environmentalists, or could it be better? I mean, it can always be better. Do you feel like you're doing a good job, and other people are doing a good job as well?
I think I'm doing a horrendous job. Nobody's reading my books. So, one of the things I say in my books is I had a friend who was a policeman. And he told me what he hated about his job is 90% of the crime is committed by 10% of the people. It's the same yutzes doing this over and over again. Why translate that? The 10% of the environmental, or 90% of the environmental effort is being conducted by 10% of the people. So I've geared my books to reach the common guy, the everyday Joe, the man in the street, and tell them, you can make a difference. My theory is that a little effort by thousands or millions will outdistance a monumental effort by hundreds. It's simply a numbers game. There's writers out there. David Quammen's terrific. Barry Lopez, a story called Madeline. And there's magazines out there. The biggest problem I see with environmentalism is it's a disjointed effort. Every organization is trying to reinvent the wheel. But then again, there should be some diversification too. I just don't think America's listening. America is the most consumptive country on earth. This article I was showing you. In North America, which is accounting for 37% of CO2 in the world, America is accounting for 85% of that. We're just not getting it. And what do? We say, it's our birthright. It's our American way of life. We deserve it. Well, I mean, that's pretty egotistical. That's pretty one-sided. I mean, I think we need to get together a little bit more with the family of man. You can make a difference. All of you can make a difference. So to answer your question, there's no better time than the present to get started.
Are there any organizations that are environmental organizations associated with landscaping, like Plant, for example, but they promote, doing the right thing for the environment that you are engaged in and that we should be aware of?
I think the best environmental organization, the one that has its head in the clouds of leaves, is the Nature Conservancy. They buy and work in farms. And then there's also the Trust for Public Lands. They realize that human beings are going to inhabit acreage, but they try to keep it where mankind and nature try to coexist. Those are the two most practical organizations. You got the Sierra Club, you got the Audubon Society, you got the Nature Society. But I don't think landscape architecture is really getting its due what we could do environmentally. I think we're still seen as the enemy, as the spoilers of space, that encourages growth. It's going to be a hard battle for us to win the trust of the environmentalists. Because you get the purists that think, any development is bad development. But I think it's more a degree, it's a percentage. I think it also has to be a practicality. I have a firm called Proanza, promoting environmentally sensitive development in the Anza Valley. Well, my neighbors called me up and told me that was an oxymoron. How can you do that? All development is bad. No, bad development is bad. Good development can happen. It can happen. It just takes more thought, takes more commitment. Sure. I've made a statement in my book. You got all the national monuments, all the national parks. How many people in the whole populace ever see those? 30%. What about where you live? What about where your home is? Where you set your roof? Can't that place be improved environmentally? Can't the percentage of environmental purity be raised on that piece of ground? That's where I think we make our argument.